The second person asked me a question and said, what if you can't, please, if you have further question on what I just discussed with you now, please put it on the chat. The second question says, what if you can't stick to one person in marriage? Because marriage is a lifetime commitment that looks hard. You'd be like, why is this person asking such a question like this? Said a uh, a long life commitment, and it looks hard. This person have not been in marriage before. He has never been married, no, before. Yet he has started having this notion concerning marriage, that marriage is hard. Believe me, sister, the way you paint marriage, the way you paint it in your heart on a daily basis determines the kind of home you have. If you have this kind of notion concerning marriage that, oh, marriage is hard, marriage is tough, it's difficult, I don't think I can stay in it. You can't stay in it. You won't stay. You made up your mind that it is not possible for you to stay in marriage. And in fact, any little problem with your spouse like this is like you are packing your bags already. Your luggages, you are packing them. Because you have planned to leave even before you enter the relationship or the marriage. So I want to correct this impression that marriage is hard. Marriage is not hard. And it depends on people you are following, people you are patterning your life after. If you pattern your life after people who are struggling in marriage, you will see it as a hard thing, you will see it as a difficult thing, you will think that something impossible to achieve. So it depends on all the people you follow. It depends on the people you study. So if only the set of people you are studying are the people who fight every day, and the people who box each other every day, the people who raise curses on each other every day, my sister, you will not want to go into marriage. You will say, never. It's very hard. I can't do it. So it depends on the people you are following. It depends on people you are planning your life after. So don't see marriage as something hard. To me, marriage is not hard. Number one, because I did not marry someone that will make life miserable for me. I did not like. Though we may talk sometimes, we may disagree sometimes, we may say, no, 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 darling, we can't do it that way. No, I'm not accepting it that way. We come back to realize what we are talking about, what we are discussing. We come back to realizing that, oh, you said it, that was wrong. I made a mistake. Well, I'm sorry. Oh, and I didn't see it that way. I shouldn't have behaved that way. I'm sorry. So we may have we may disagree sometimes, but that doesn't make us to punch each other. That doesn't make us to now be keeping malice. That doesn't make us now we want to have our own. No, as a matter of fact, when we disagree on some certain things, it is because we are guiding each other not to fall into sin. Darling, that is not proper. And we can't do it. Oh, mommy, that is not right. We can't do it. We are guiding ourselves not to fall into the error, not to fall into the trick of the devil. So, but so can I not say marriage is hard? No, it is not hard because I did not marry someone who can make life miserable or make it hard for me. So it depends on the kind of person you marry that will make you to say marriage is hard. So as a single person, don't have this mind that marriage is hard. I beg in the name of God. Before I got married, when I was growing, I didn't plan to have a failed marriage. Never. I have never thought of it. I'm going to have a favorite. No, I've always been saying, my father died before I was born. So I didn't really have a picture of how mommy and daddy do things together. I saw my mom alone. But we have beautiful couples in our compound as our tenants. We have different couples in our compound. They are our tenants. But you know what? I started learning. the way they do things. I have no father that can say this is how my father behaved to my mom. My father died early. So, but those couples in our compound, I began to learn from them. I began to see them, the way they do things, even in church. Like go to church, I see couples the way they once they married, the newly couple, when they come to church, the way they sit, the way they put things. Me, I observe. And I started learning. I'm sure that my own home will be glorious too. So don't see marriage as hard thing. See it as something beautiful that you will enjoy. And by making that decision that you're going to enjoy it, it will help you in choosing the right person. So if you see it as something good, you want to look for a person that will make life good for you, that will make life comfortable for you, that will make your life better, not the person that will make life miserable for you. So also, someone is is a long time commitment. So I want you to know that he said it looks what if you can't stay? Don't have this mind of not that you're not going to stay in your marriage. So please choose well, choose well, choose well. Take your time, pray, 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 and get your conviction before you marry anyone. So, and the brother you married matters if you are going to enjoy that marriage, if you be able to stay or you leave. Yes, the brother you marry will determine if you are going to be able to stay in that marriage or you have to leave and run for your dear life. So there's nothing that is stopping you from staying in a union, from staying in a marriage, if your spouse is not the person that abuses. If the person that abuses people, that may be so difficult for you to stay. So also I want to address this issue, this question which says, what if you can't stay? Stick to one person. If you can't stick to one person, most of the times, you people see, let me address it, you people see disappointment you have made with different brothers as a sign that you can't stay with a brother. No, sometimes it's no. If you enter a wrong relationship, you will come out, especially if you are special to God. Especially if you are special to God. If you enter a wrong relationship 10 times, if God does not want you in that relationship, my sister, you will come out. So if you fail to do your primary assignment before going into any relationship, you will come out, you will leave that relationship, you will meet with disappointment, you will meet this disgrace sometimes. And this occurred like 2, 3, 4 times, and you now say, oh, maybe I have a problem, maybe I have the issue of I won't be able to stay with a man. No. So don't see yourself as if like you have issue, you have one problem that has been following you from your mother's family. No. So if you are in a wrong relationship and you're a child of God, there's probability of leaving that relationship. Something will happen that will make that relationship to scatter. So if you rush the first relationship, rush the second relationship, rush the third to fifth relationship, and things are not working, and you now like believing that you have issue. No, my sister, you need to go and do the right thing. Don't just enter any relationship. Pray to God, seek God's face before you do anything. Seek God's face, so you won't be leaving relationship. You won't be going in and out of a relationship. You don't have to. You don't have to. Honestly speaking, it is possible to be in one relationship and that one relationship will end a marriage. It is very possible. Sometimes it's because we don't really want to be patient. We want to everything sharp, 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 sharp. We want it. So that is when you now have issue of living this brother, living that brother, and you like believe that ogun kan ló ń jà ẹ́, ogun ò jà ẹ́, ogun ò jà ẹ́. If you are a true child of God and you are not where you're supposed to be, if God is interested in your future, that relationship will scatter. I'm sorry, it's going to scatter because God is investing in you for the future. Maybe you're supposed to be a wife of a general overseer and you're not dating a brother who is going nowhere. God will scatter that relationship because of the assignment he has committed into your hands. So maybe you need to be a part of a medical doctor that will be going to the rural area for mission medical outreach. And you are calling one engineer. God will destroy things like that because you have an assignment to carry out. So sometimes don't feel bad that, oh, I'm going out of relationship. One thing I want you to do is to take your time before you go to any relationship. Take your time. Pray, seek the face of God, and ask the brother to pray. Please, it is not your own work alone to pray. Sisters, whenever anybody comes to you for ask for your hand in marriage, or to ask to that you can start courting, him for his convictions. What are your convictions? You said God asked you to come and meet me. What did he say concerning me? Or what did he say that we are going to be doing together? If we eventually get married together, what will happen? What will happen? So you need to ask for his convictions. Ask him. He should be able to tell you something. And you too, don't just give answers in a hurry. Because you've been waiting, or you've been hiding the brother in the fellowship, you've been thinking, and now the brother now come and he's not asking you for something. You're like, brother Victor, sister, brother Michael, brother George. Oh, well, it is well. Thank you for coming. I've been thinking about it. You thinking about something is different from you receiving direction from God. So don't say because you've been hiding the brother in your heart, in your mind, and now the brother came and you're like, oh, let us start. No, don't start. Go and pray more before you go into any relationship. Any relationship you find yourself in, and you have agreed to date that person, is part of your record. Honestly speaking, if you don't marry that person, you marry another person later, that person has been part of your record. Yes, honestly speaking, you can't erase that you dated the guy. You can't erase that you have something. If you don't sleep with him, you can't erase the fact that he once asked you out and you agree. You can't erase that. So sometimes it's so painful. That's why do you defend so low to do that? So I'm talking from experience. So please mind how you accept proposals or offer from people, from brothers. Pray about it so you don't waste your time. I have another